All right, guys, so the brand new Skibidi Toilet 76 Part 1 just came out. We're going to react to it. I haven't seen it yet. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. The last one left off with the with that one girl toilet, right? Oh, what in the world's going on? Wait, what in the world's going on here? Oh, they're at war with each other. It's like the Civil War. It's the brain rot Civil War, chat. Oh my God. Oh, snap. Let me turn this up a little bit. Can y'all hear that? Oh, my God. Bro, this is actually kind of epic. It's like we're watching like a war movie or something. Y'all ever see War of the Worlds? Oh, look, they're teaming up. They're teaming up. Well, he's not teaming up. They were teaming up. Wait, are they teaming up? Okay, well, he's dead now, too. Never mind. Oh, look, they are teaming up. They are teaming up. They are teaming up. So what happened in the last episode is still going. They're teaming up. Nobody has any idea what in the world's going on. Yeah, if you're watching live right now, say hi in the chat. Dude, I'm so confused. It's like some of them are on the same side, some of them aren't. Oh, wait, what's on that guy's head? Oh! What's on his head? Wait, what is going on? Chat, what is going on right now? What is happening? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. They upgraded? Bro, the quality of this, like, it just keeps getting better. It's like so, like, it blows my mind every time. Like, this is just one dude. Like, what is that? No, what's that thing called? Dude, that scream. Bro, what in the world is going on? Chat, what in the world is happening? Y'all gotta explain this to me right now. What in the world is happening? Wait, I'm so confused, because the Skibidi toilets... He's got an American flag. Yeehaw, brother. Yeehaw, brother. Yeah. Are fighting. So those are the Astro toilets, right? So the Skibidi toilets are fighting the Astro toilets. There's like a civil war going on right now. And then like what in the world? Yeah, there was like they're working together. There was like the demon toilet. Did y'all see that? Like this guy, he's got like something on his forehead. Look. Like what is that? Why is his eyes red? And then he got stabbed in the head and he just got up. He just got up. He just got up and he's walking it off. Like it's all good. So currently the Alliance and the toilets are teaming up to face the bigger threat in the picture. Right. Elite cameraman time? Does Elite Cameraman have a breakdown? Elite Cameraman. He got a breakdown? Is this it right here? Oh, it's 20 minutes long. It's a 20-minute long breakdown.
One finally arrived, and it felt like an actual unhinged war has been going on ever since the events of episode 74. This episode also shows us a lot more of the new companionship that was formed between the toilets and the Alliance in a very
So they are working together.
chaotic manner. But that's not all, because most of you would think that this episode probably didn't have much that was important for the lore, And that's where you'd be mistaken, because we are slowly learning more about the Astros. It feels like we are getting closer to learn about their actual origins, which I'll talk about later in the video.
Like my man just took a knife to the face.
But more importantly, the freaking chair is back, as we saw in the leaks, and it's weird. Really, really weird. I think the chair glazers will win the fight against the non-chair believers, because
the chair glazers will win the battle against the non-chair believers. What does that mean?
this episode literally shows that we were right, and there is no way people can deny us now. It also feels like an episode that we'd see Secret Agent in, but so far, I haven't been able to see him after watching it like 10 times and going frame by frame. If he does appear and I do catch him somewhere, I'll make sure to showcase it in the video. There is also the fact that this episode right now is only a part 1, and it's already 3 minutes long, and it's the episode before the most awaited episode, 77. People already
Wait, so is 77 gonna be like a big episode?
know that something big will happen in episode 77.
How do we know that?
Because so far, some of the biggest events have happened on episode 47, 57, and 67.
Oh.
While also Boom did say himself that he was hyped for episode 77, so it's likely that the full version of episode 66 will be the lead-up to Titan Cameraman's fate, which we'll see in episode 77. Also, I actually got
This guy looks like one of my uncles from Florida.
food poisoning a couple days ago, and even though overall my health is back to normal, my body still feels tired, so if today's script sounds a little goofy, sometimes please excuse me for it. If I do miss anything, I'll make sure to make a second video on it in a couple days, so make sure to like this video and subscribe to not miss it. Anyways, here we go. The episode starts with a scene we actually have never seen before. We see toilets shooting rockets and lasers, but this attack force is actually crazy. We even got the upgraded ding-dong long leg strider.
The what? Chat, what is a ding-dong long leg strider? What?
It's crazy because even with this much firepower, they barely break one of his laser cannons and some of his shields, and the thing that kills the Astro Blood is one of the goofiest toilets I've ever seen. Because of the Skibidi toilet's distracting attacks, the Astro stops caring about his surroundings, and out of nowhere, a goddamn Superman toilet shows up to explode inside him to kill the Astro.
He exploded where?
Yes, you heard me right, a Superman toilet. If you look carefully, Blood literally has the face of Superman, and his toilet being purple makes it feel like a Joker reference. If you watch carefully, you'll see that this toilet was definitely a toxic bomb, and maybe Blood had the Joker's laughing gas. Because Blood went crazy after he was attacked and died after crashing down when the toilets attacked him right on the head. Also, does this mean that Superman existed in the Skibidi toilet universe, or maybe it
Bro, this lore is getting crazy.
was a universe where Clark Kent existed as a human on Earth? But that's not the important thing. I think this episode showed us something very important. Something that we've been being teased a lot in almost every fight against the Astros, and maybe the key to their weakness. I think I have a great theory about this, and I'll talk about it later in the video. But for now, let me just explain what it's overall about. If you go back to the beginning, when the toilets attack the Astro toilet, we see that the Astro toilet gets really agitated, and he actually loses all focus. We know that Astros are technologically more advanced, and because of the speeds they are going at, they definitely have crazy
Why does his teeth look like that? You know whenever you go to the dentist and they have that little thing, and they're like, this is what your teeth should look like? That's what that looks like.
sharp senses. But why didn't the Astro toilet realize the toxic Superman toilet was on his way to him? Things are not making sense, but once you hear my theory, I think it'll make more sense because everything we've seen so far is pointing to the same conclusion. After this scene, we see another Astro interrupting the Skibidi toilets, and he instantly says, "How dare you resist, traitor scum," with a furious voice. Here you go, listen to it yourself.
Isn't that from
This
Star
seems like
Wars?
a very average dialogue, but it has a very deep meaning. The fact that he is telling this to the normal toilets shows how much hate he has for the Skibidi toilets. He doesn't just call them traitors, but adds the scum as well. They at least acknowledged
Whoa. Go back. Wait a minute.
Call them traitors, but adds the scum.
Does this guy have a cannon coming out of his mouth?
As well. They at least acknowledged G-Man Toilet as if he was and used to be one of them. But for these normal toilets, they don't even see them as things that should be resisting, and he kills them as if they weren't even supposed to even exist in the first place. This deep hatred towards the toilets is actually insane, and as we see more and more footage of Astros fighting, it feels like it's not that their senses are sharp in a sense of speed, but in every possible way, as in feelings as well. I'll talk a lot more about this later in the
Bro, I feel like I'm watching a Skibidi Toilet therapy session right now.
Analysis because it's a pretty big topic, but I genuinely think this might become their biggest weakness, and maybe G-Man knows this too because he also is the same. After the Astro kills probably all the toilets that we saw in the beginning, the POV instantly turns back and starts running alongside of two other cameramen, but the destruction we see is crazy. The place is filled with toilet bodies and maybe even Alliance members' bodies, which we can't see.
It's like if a Bed Bath & Beyond burnt down.
While running, the cameraman looks at his right to see one of the craziest ding-dong long-leg toilets with a laser mounted inside his mouth.
Oh, that's why it's called that. Oh.
While planes are flying to most likely bomb the Astro toilets on top of it. The POV cameraman enters a small warehouse to hide while all the explosions are going on. And while he is running, we can see a camera copter crashing down as usual in the background. But suddenly, a toilet with a bunch of broken parts shows up in front of them, and Blood looks scared and just stares at the POV as if someone said English or Spanish to him, while the POV pulls out 2 rocket launchers. This POV is unhinged, bro. But I think what happened here and what'll happen in a few moments show us that the squad we've been watching from the beginning
promised my son
Yo, thank you.
that you're going to give him free Robux.
I don't know what that means.
Skibidi.
What does that mean? Thank you very much for the $50. I don't know what that means.
aware of the team up between the toilets. And this toilet looks more shocked about the fact that the cameraman pulled the rocket launchers instead of helping him. Which means the team up here has been going for some time, just not enough for everyone in the area to know. Also, this squad is not a reinforcement squad, which we know from this large cameraman having 2 rocket launchers instead of 1 big laser gun and no jetpacks. So maybe the Alliance members
Bro, how does this guy know this? This guy is so smart.
who has been out in the wild for a while have no idea what's going on. It's even possible that they already lost their tablets and have been stuck in the city for a while. This gets more clear with what happens later in the episode. After the toilet looks in a very sad way, he suddenly gets rammed by
Do I like Skibidi? I love Skibidi. Let's get a hashtag Skibidi in the chat.
an Astro toilet going light speeds. And not only that, but this Astro literally has a mask that he can control. After blocking the rockets, Blood opens his mask back on before he shoots the POV cameraman with his lasers. But why does he look so moisty? Yes,
What?
I know it's raining and all the other toilets are like this too, but still, bro, this one has a different shine on it for sure. This Astro toilet suddenly gets murked by a huge Skibidi toilet that looks like an old tank. And when this tank toilet backs up, the POV cameraman looks up and instantly pulls up
He's looking moist.
his rocket launchers. But before he can even shoot, the cameraman next to him beats him to it and uses the stun gun on it, and literally English or Spanishes the toilet into not moving a single inch. Bro's facial expression even looks like the guy from the videos. I don't know if Boom did this intentionally, but either way it's so goofy. I would say whoever doesn't like and subscribe is a TV woman simp, but we all know we all are. Anyways, after the stun gun
Not me. Not me.
attack, 2 reinforcement cameramen with actual upgrades show up from inside the toilet looking confused and making hand signs to say stop, and that they are teaming with them. This definitely proves that only the newly deployed
Can you play the oi 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 meme song? That's copyrighted. I get copyrighted.
reinforcement squads knows about the team-ups, but not the old squads. This might actually lead to
I'll
some
play it after this.
confusion on some different areas as well, because it looks like the toilets are pretty well informed about this right now. But if they all are, this would leave some questions in my mind too, because we don't know how they communicate with their peers outside of direct conversations. Unless there is a way to broadcast it to all Skibidi toilets' minds, I doubt every single toilet knows about the current team-up situation, just like how some cameraman don't know. After the toilet and the cameraman inside it leave, we see one of the most mysterious scenes in this episode, or maybe even the series. First, we see the POV cameraman look at the cameraman to his right to see his reaction on what just happened, and just as he is confused, the cameraman is confused too, and just shrugs. But they decide to continue on their journey, which leads to them turning to the left, where we see something insane.
I was going to say something stupid, but never mind. I'm not going to say anything stupid.
While they are turning and moving forward, we can see a bunch of cameramen running for their lives, and some dead on the floor, and even one with a wheelchair. At first, it seems like the toilets are chasing the cameraman, but it's actually the Astro toilets chasing both the toilets and the cameraman. And we can even see a cameraman that's holding on to a toilet hanging for his life.
Yeah, so they're working together. Okay, they're working together. They're working together. Hold on, wait. I'm going to skip to where my question was. Hold on, I have a question here. Hold on a minute. I'm going to skip forward a little bit because I already know all this.
After we see these objects, the POV cameraman pulls up his rocket launcher to attack one of the Astro troops, and from the looks of it, these small Astros with closable helmets are like the normal troops for Astros, because it's exactly the same as the last one we saw. But even these Astros are incredibly durable. Since this Astro was distracted, the rocket actually does a bit of damage, but with both the stun rays and rockets coming at him at the same time, he gets stunned just like how any normal Skibidi toilet would, which leads to the POV cameraman breaking the Astro's helmet to remove his protection and stabs his head before stealing his laser gun. But this reveals us something even more strange, which are the tattoos on his head. But before that, look at this laser the large cameraman stole. This thing looks super high-tech and is definitely some extraterrestrial technology.
Oh, you think they're aliens, chat? Chat, y'all think they're aliens? You think they're aliens? You think that's what it is?
Just like what we thought. The Alliance is definitely stealing this tech and putting it in the lab as soon as possible to study it and learn from it to improve their own technology. I think we all know that with the Alliance's current state, they have no chance of winning against the Astros even with the toilets. They definitely need to improve their technologies and all the equipment they use. I feel like with this Astro tech we are getting our hands on, we might get to see some crazy Titan upgrades in the future. I don't know how they'll look like, but I'm 100% sure they'll be crazy. And also I talked about the durability of the Astros, because how did this blood get up seconds after being stabbed in the head like that as if nothing happened? It decides to back off a little to charge up and ram onto the POV camera.
Thank you,
man. But it feels like he either has lost some power due to all the damage that's been done, or the large cameraman actually shot the laser just—
Thank you, rotisserie. Is that like the chicken? Rotisserie chicken? Thank you.
a millisecond before the Astro hit him, because he wasn't able to kill the POV cameraman, even though I think we all know he should have if the Astro were able to hit the large cameraman with full power. But even this does not stop him, because he suddenly gets on top of the large cameraman and says, "Time to die," very slowly, just like how it was said in the ending of the first Blade Runner movie. But what about the symbols on his head?
Bro, that's the most random, like, you remember in the first Blade Runner movie when they said, like, how does he know that?
Here we can see a weird downwards triangle, and earlier when the POV cameraman was stabbing him, we could see a circle with an X mark on the side of his forehead.
He's an
What
X-Men.
do these mean? Many people do think that these are a sign for their ranks, markings they were given by the Astros. It's not clear if all Astros have these, since I don't think we've seen markings on G-Man toilet nor any other Astro toilet we know yet, but it definitely sounds possible. It's also possible that only lower rank Astros have this, because with how they called G-Man toilet commander, it's clear that a military-like system is ran through the whole Astro race. I think after we see one more or a couple more of these symbols, we can definitely figure out their meaning, but so far we only got—
Okay, I'm gonna skip forward. I already know all this. I'm gonna skip forward. Skip forward.
one shots them with. But after the first one, 5 Astro troops show up at the same time, and we see some new Alliance tech. I did guess that the object the large cameraman had on his arm was a plasma shield in my leaks video, but I did not expect it to be deployable to turn into a big shield. And this shield can actually endure against the Astro troop attacks, which means if we can kill them easily with reinforced equipment and defend against it, it means that we can at least fight against the low-rank troops pretty easily if everyone is prepared well. But this small victory doesn't last long because a strider like Astro shows up out of nowhere and one-shots the plasma shield with one simple laser blast, leaving the large cameraman out in the open.
That's a beefy boy.
That leads to the upgraded Strider camera literally drifting into the scene as cool as possible and shoots the Astros. It's unclear if the Strider-like Astro was killed at first because it went off screen, but after the Strider camera kills of the last two Astro troops...
Yeah, okay. All right, I think that's it. That's the episode. That's the episode. All right. I think I understand now, chat. I think I understand now. I think I understand now.